Mrs. Scott, are you all right?
I'm fine, Molly.
I know I shouldn't have kept working. When I saw you doze off, I'm sorry if I woke you up.
I'm glad you did.
Did you have a bad dream?
I don't know what it was. It just wasn't very pleasant, so I'm glad it's left me.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, don't worry. I am a professional at having nightmares. There's one good thing about nightmares is that they always go away.
Of course. Could you use a little brandy?
No, thanks. I think I better wake myself up and freshen up before my company gets here.
Oh, Mr. Swift.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it is not Mr. Swift this time. It happens to be a female friend, Deborah Saxon.
The police detective friend.
Yes. Yeah, and I have to shake off this bad mood before she gets here. I don't know what it was.
You should have joined the CIA, honey. You'd have made one hell of a spy. Most guys couldn't take half the punishment you took without spilling their guts. You never said a word. Brought this on yourself, honey. All you had to do was tell me and Larry where the dough was stashed, and I wouldn't have had to mess up your pretty face for you. And if you think the worst is over, you're wrong.
How you doing, Frankie?
Well, it's about time.
Things took a little longer than I expected. Is he okay? You been at him again?
Well, he tried to get a little romantic, and I had to protect my honor.
Guy looks like he just went 10 rounds with Durant.
Forget about him. What about the missus?
Emily Michaels isn't exactly the strong-hearted type. When I told her what was going down with Kirk, she practically threw a fit.
Well, what did she say? What about the money?
She swears up and down she doesn't know anything about the heist or where the money is.
What did you expect? I told you it was a dumb idea at the start.
I turned that house upside down, but I couldn't find anything that'll give us a hint where that money is.
All that means is he's got it buried somewhere else.
Somewhere else, but we don't know where.
Thought it would end like this. What could I expect after 10 years?
10 years or not, Kirk still owes us.
And he's gonna pay us back with what? If you had 50 grand, would you sit around all this time and let it burn a hole in your pocket?
Yeah, you're right.
I'll bet he's been living it up for the past 10 years with our money. I say we get rid of him right now.
Not now, Frankie. We can't.
It's got to be done sooner or later, and I vote for sooner.
We got to hold out for 24 hours.
For what?
Because that's how long I gave Mrs. Michaels to come up with the money.
And what if she decides to use that time to call the cops?
That's not going to happen. I scared the wits out of the lady. Besides, she doesn't know who I am or where he is. We still got a shot at it, Frankie.
Long shot. I say we do what the big shots do on Wall Street. When they're in trouble, they cut their losses.
24 hours, Frankie. Think what a difference that'd make.
I am thinking. Could make the difference between freedom and 25 to life in the slammer. I say we kill him now. Lose the body. Forget the whole stupid idea.
It's good to see you. It's been too long.
It's really good to be back. It is.
Oh,
Could I get you some coffee?
Can I interest you in a cup of Irish coffee?
Oh, heavy on the Irish, yes.
Okay, a minute.
Thanks. You know, I was really surprised to hear your voice on the other end of the phone. I didn't expect you back till the end of the week.
Oh, well, woman's prerogative to change her mind, don't you know? Even a woman detective.
It's just that I know Logan came back a couple days ago and I knew the two of you went up together.
April, I don't want you to think that we went out on any kind of a tryst or anything like that, if that's what you're thinking.
I know you didn't. Although the thought did occur to me.
Well, knowing how rumors get started around headquarters, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody found out about it and decided to start something. But I want you to know that it was strictly business, no pleasure whatsoever.
I know. Logan told me the reason for the trip. How'd things go, by the way?
Well, I don't know what he told you, but I really don't want to talk about it. It's still confidential, April, okay?
Got me.
But we ran into a brick wall, to tell you the truth.
I'm really
That's why
sorry
we had
to
to
hear
cut
that.
the trip short. Then, of course, the whole trip wasn't so uneventful for me, anyway.
What happened?
While I was away, I got a letter from Steve.
Oh. Did something happen in Tucson?
Oh, did something happen in Tucson?
Well, not bad. He wasn't hurt or anything like that, was he?
Oh, no, he wasn't hurt. In his own words, he said that the operation went smooth as silk. He caught the bad guys a lot sooner than they expected.
Oh, good. He'll be home real soon, then.
No, Steve's not coming home.
What?
It seems that he's taken quite a liking to Tucson. He's got a lot to offer him.
I thought Monticello was his home.
Well, not anymore. The Tucson police made him an offer that he can't refuse, so he put in for a transfer.
His friends are here. You're here.
He met himself a little lady, April. Somebody that he seems to care for a great deal.
Couldn't have known her very long.
Well, what difference does that make? He said she's everything he's ever wanted in a woman. They both want the same things out of life. And she's not a cop.
I'm really sorry. I know how much this all must hurt you.
I just want the son of a gun to be happy. That's all I want. Just let him be happy. Well, I really thought that one of these days we'd be happy together, though, you know.
Hey, listen to me. I will bet you anything that Steve's feelings for you have not changed. And this relationship, I'll bet, is nothing more than a rebound situation to make you jealous until he's ready to come back here and settle down.
He has always been ready to settle down with me. I'm the one who hasn't been wanting to settle down. That's the whole problem right there. I mean, it's so silly for me to expect him to wait around for me to turn into the woman he wants me to be. It's
Well,
nuts.
then fine. Then you go find someone who doesn't want you to change and is willing to accept you for the person who you are.
Well, I'm ready for that.
Well, good. Because a person with your intelligence and with your beauty and with your winning personality won't have to wait very long.
I'm just not really used to the whole single scene, April. I just don't even know what it's going to be like to get back into circulation again. But then if you do know any eligible young men, let me know.
Here you go.
Oh, that
Mrs.
looks
Scott.
delicious.
This sucks.
Thank you.
Darling. Ooh. You know, I've been thinking about taking an ad out in the personal column of the newspaper.
Oh, yeah?
What does this sound like? Young, energetic redhead seeks Nick Nolte lookalike.
Rich Nick Nolte lookalike.
Definitely rich Nick Nolte lookalike. Considering Steve and I had the same salaries for the past 2 years, we always went Dutch treat. I'm so ready for a man to take care of me, April. I really am. I feel like going off on a cruise or something, or just video dating services. What am I talking about? I'm not like that.
Listen, would you relax?
Yeah.
Just relax. I mean, Monticello is a very big city, and there are tons of available bachelors out there.
Yeah, I know. I've arrested a couple.
Well, look, okay, I know one not-so-secret admirer of yours who would love a second chance.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
The eminent attorney, Clifford Nelson.
Well?
Come on, he's absolutely crazy about you.
He's absolutely crazy, period.
Oh, all right, so Cliff will not win any awards for social graces. He's at least, he is nice and he's well-intentioned.
Yeah, well, I told myself the next time I went out with him, I would take out accident insurance.
So he's a trifle clumsy, so what?
Yeah, so what? He's cute, right? In his own little abrasive way. No, I'm feeling a little sorry for myself, but not so sorry that I would want to take up with him again.
Forget it. Just thought I'd try to help.
No, I don't mean to put you down for your choice of men for me. It's just that I don't think it would work out between us.
Oh, no, that's an idea. Work. You usually meet an awful lot of people at work. Any possibilities there?
No, I don't think it would work. No, I tried mixing business with pleasure once already. I don't think I want to do it again.
Well, that doesn't have to be a hard and fast rule. I can think of one possibility at headquarters.
Look, I'm not paying you a matchmaking fee, girl.
Initials are CDM.
CDM?
Chief Derek Mallory.
Oh, the chief?
Yeah, well, why not? He's handsome, he's intelligent. I don't know if he's rich, but at least he's divorced. What more could you want?
Well, he's a very nice man. Outside of work.
Well, have you ever seen him outside of work?
Oh, yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
Really?
I was in the company of Raven Swift.
Mrs. Michaels got no idea where her husband's gone off to?
Left a note saying he'd be gone a couple hours, and it's been a couple of days now. She's a very worried lady.
When something like that happens, it usually means that either the guy's watch is running awfully slow or else he's just dumped her.
Well, some good came of it. In her emotional condition, she was a little less defensive and a little more talkative.
Did she go crying on your shoulder?
Hardly. She did say something, though, that gave me a clue to the mystery of Mr. Michaels.
How'd you find out?
Well, for one thing, she finally admitted that he had a police record.
Well, that's nothing new.
I know, we knew that already. But then she tells me he's been suffering from a severe case of amnesia. The last 10 years are blank to him. They don't exist. Blotto.
Interesting.
In the picture I'm getting, he's not what you'd call a prince of a guy. Walks out on her 10 years ago, then turns up overnight. I don't know.
She doesn't know where he's been all these years?
Could have been furthering his career in crime.
So she's afraid she's living with a criminal, huh?
That's my idea, not hers. I don't think it's ever occurred to her. She really loves that guy.
Well, maybe he's lying to her.
About what?
Loss of memory's a pretty convenient device. Now, maybe he's just decided to forget, for example, that he spent the past 10 years in jail.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility. Sure could be the case.
Sounds very plausible to me.
Well, I got a little something here that may help fill in the blank of those 10 years. Mrs. Michaels gave it to me herself. Don't ask me how she got it. A complete fingerprint card for Kirk Michaels. Deborah told me she was going to run a complete make on the guy, but I haven't heard from her. I guess she hasn't had time to do it yet.
You know, that case, though, it's pretty tough, but I saw a folder Mark Michaels coming through my office from central filing.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
I'm sure it must be.
Probably pretty interesting reading between the covers of that particular folder, wouldn't you say?
I'll read it first thing in the morning.
Just when do you get in the morning?
If it means that much to you. Find out about it right now. Bartender,
Thank
can I
you.
use that phone?
Sure, Chief.
Thanks.
I would like to give her some good news as possible. I mean, if he has a clean record. I feel very sorry for her.
Yeah. Let's see what I can come up with.
Yeah, Stoner here.
Calvin, it's Derek. Let me speak to Deborah.
She's not here, Chief.
Well, look, have her call me as soon as she gets in. You want to take this number down?
Chief, if you don't mind my saying so, you haven't been reading your duty roster. Deborah's off duty tonight. She's not due until 8 in the morning.
Oh. Well, take a look on her desk. See if you can find a folder marked Kirk Michaels.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, Kirk Michaels, no middle initial, right?
That's it. Open it up.
Let's see. Mr. Michaels made his first visit to police headquarters for pictures and prints in August of 1969. Seems he was picked up driving a vehicle he forgot to tell the owner he was borrowing.
All right. Anything more recent than that? Payroll heist. All right. All right, Calvin. Thanks. Have a good night.
Well, sounds like our boy graduated to bigger and better things.
Kirk Michaels was one of 4 people who entered the Williams Plumbing Supply Company on the night of January 12th. 1971, for the purposes of removing the payroll from the safe.
Yeah? They got caught, right? Spent 10 years in prison, is that it?
Well, it's better than that. Kirk and one of the others drove off in the car with the money, left the other two behind.
What a sweetheart.
Well, he did them a favor, actually. They were never caught. But the police chased Kirk. They had a shootout. Kirk Michaels has been dead for 10 years.
You're kidding me. That's not possible.
No doubt about it. Positive identification. It's a death certificate. I don't know who that girl married, but it's not Kirk Michaels.
Thank you, honey. I think it was a lovely evening.
You enjoy yourself, Kelly?
Yeah, I had a really nice time. And I want to thank both you and Nancy for the invite.
Well, Miles and Nicole are two of the nicest people you could ever hope to meet. We just thought that you might like to get to know them better.
The Kavanaughs have certainly been nice to me. Without their help, I probably never would have gotten the Poco puppets off the ground in Monticello.
Yeah. Well, your thanks were very appropriate, Kelly.
You realize, Kelly, we had another reason for asking you to join us.
Oh, let me see. You really want me to guess?
We knew that Miss Travis was going to be there.
And you told us how elusive she is, rushing from work to her dance classes. So we figured this would be a pretty good opportunity for you two to become better acquainted.
Well, Mike, I was planning on going over and seeing Jody anyway, but the invitation to the party did give me a better opportunity.
Yeah, well, you two seem to have a lot of talk about it. I mean, you're out in the garden most of the evening.
Oh, we weren't acting rude or anything, were we?
No. As long as you and Jody had a good time.
Well, I know I did. I just hope that Jody did, too.
I gather that you got to know a lot about each other.
Well, actually, I don't know much more about Jody than I did at the beginning of the evening. Most of the conversation centered around me.
Really? Well, I guess she realizes that a man's favorite topic is himself.
Yeah, well, thanks again for the invite, and I got some things to think about. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Good night.
Okay, see
Good night,
you in the
Kelly.
morning. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That Kelly might have told Jody his big secret? Yeah, I think that's a distinct possibility.
Look at this view. It's so gorgeous.
I'll tell you, I love to come out here at night and just kind of observe the city. You know, it makes me feel very much a part of it without getting all caught up in the hustle and the bustle of it.
I bet it can be really romantic up here with the right person, huh?
It can be at that.
Look who you chose to spend your evening with.
Hey, listen. You see all those apartment buildings? You know, all those buildings? I'll bet you there are at least 1,000 eligible, handsome, rich, luscious bachelors in there.
How do we find them?
You have a pair of binoculars. Yes, I do. I think we should be a little more subtle, though. Good idea.
You know, I think there's one name that we have conveniently left off this list of eligible bachelors.
Oh, yeah? Who would you like to pencil in?
Logan? I'm surprised that neither of us mentioned him.
Yeah, well, Logan is definitely handsome. And he may not be rich, but he's extremely sensitive. But I think there's one thing about Logan that may very well disqualify him. Logan is not a bachelor.
Should have made it 12 hours. Why'd you have to give it 24?
What's the difference?
The difference is I'm sick and tired of looking at Sleeping Beauty over here.
You better not die in that chair. All we need is for somebody to stumble in here.
He's still breathing, isn't he?
Yeah, he's breathing, but that's about all.
Well, if you're so worried about him, why don't you go wake him up?
Hey, come on, wake up, Kirk. Hey, Kirk, wake up. Hey, rise and shine. Hey, give me some of that water.
Oh, April. April, no. Oh, no, April, please help me.